Hello, my name is Shree and I'm doing my project all about religions. This is the contents page. This is my mind map. I couldn't decide what to do, so I made a mind map. I put geography, science and nature, famous people and religions. But I decided to do my project on religions after speaking to my grandmother. She used to be a teacher who taught languages. I thought it would be a good idea to learn all about different religions to understand and appreciate different beliefs, cultures and practices. I know that in my class there are children from different parts of the world who follow different religions or those who are not religious. I think it is important to respect everyone's beliefs. I also made a bar chart of all the religions and how many followers they have. Christians have 32%, Muslims have 23%. I did a timeline of which religion was the oldest to the newest. Hinduism started 3000 BC, Judaism started 2000 BC, Buddhism started 500 BC, Christianity started 0 AD, Islam started 600 AD, and Sikhism started 1500 AD. My first page is all about Christianity. A church is where Christians go to pray. They have stained glass windows and an altar, a cross, and candles. A font is a large bowl where babies are baptized. The Bible is made up of 66 books, 39 for the Old Testament and 27 for the New Testament. This page is all about Islam. The Quran is the holy book of Islam and it was revealed over 23 years. A mosque is an Islamic place of worship. The first ever mosque was a 7th century house in Saudi Arabia. It was Prophet Muhammad's home. Millions of Muslims undertake a pilgrimage to Mecca each year, which is the holiest place for Muslims. The 5 pillars of Islam are to teach Muslims how to live a good and responsible life. First, faith. Second, praying. Third, charity. Fourth, fasting. And 5, Mecca. This page is all about Buddhism. Siddhartha Gautama was a prince who lived sometime in the 6th to 4th century BC. He was born near the border of what are today Nepal and India. Little is known for certain about his life, though there are many stories about him. He is said to have grown up in luxury shield from against sickness and death. He rode away on a white horse in the jungle to meditate for 6 years. It is here he became enlightened and known as Buddha. This page is all about Judaism. The Torah is made up of 5 books of the Hebrew Bible, which Christians call the Old Testament. Judaism began 4,000 years ago when Prophet Abraham saw a vision from God. God told Abraham to leave his home and take his people to Canaan. Synagogues are places of worship for Jewish people. Synagogues contain an ark where scrolls are kept, an eternal light, 2 candelabras, and a raised platform called a biha. Did you know that I am a Hindu? There is a trinity of Hindu gods. God represents a generator, an operator, and a destroyer. The generator is Brahma, the operator is Vishnu, and the destroyer is Mahesh. But there are thousands of depictions of these forms of gods. The 4 Vedas are the oldest scriptures of Hinduism, and the Bhagavad Gita has the teachings of Lord Krishna. Mandir is a place where Hindus worship. There are lots of statues of God called murtis. In India, people worship 330 million gods and goddesses. Although they all are just representations of one supreme God. This is Lord Ganesh, also known as the elephant god. He was not actually an elephant, but a symbolic representation of how you should be. It makes it easy to remember, like a memory aid. For example, his big ears remind me to be a good listener, and his head is to remind me to think big and use my brain. Conclusion. I have learnt that there are many religions, faiths, and beliefs, but they all teach you to be the best you can be, which is the same as what I have learnt at Lady Jane Grey. Let's play my religion game.